Well, thank you for joining us today on the Big Blue Podcast. I'm Lee Goodson, and I'm joined by my co-host, Dr. Greg Stone, Provost of Southeast Campus. We're actually here at Northeastern State University today. How are you, Greg?
I'm doing very well. How are you?
I'm doing well. We're here at the Broken Arrow campus during our Professional Development Day. And we've
Convocation,
had a
yep.
Convocation. We've had a good day so far, and the crowd has been pretty energized, I think. I think there's been a lot going on. So
A lot of good sessions today.
a lot of good sessions. Our guest today is Randii Harrald, our Health Promotion Coordinator. Randii, welcome to the Big Blue Podcast on Professional Development Day.
Thank you for having me.
Yeah, we're glad you're here. So we had Jessica Haven was here with us just not that many episodes ago, and I don't know if these are going to end up back to back or not, but I think it's going to be interesting to kind of hear your different perspectives. And kind of, it's like Family Feud, right? Yeah, so where you see how close their answers are together. But wellness services provide support to help students cope, and one of those areas is health education. Give us an overview of some of the programs and services that you offer to students.
So in my role, I provide comprehensive health education programs on all campuses. To be able to extend the reach and impact as many students as I can, it's important to not work in silos. Therefore, I work with other departments, and I work with faculty, student organizations, as well as Tulsa community partners to support a healthy learning environment. Some programs that we offer include health and wellness fairs, blood drives, flu shots, suicide prevention trainings, mental health screenings, and more. I would like to highlight our partnership with campus libraries. We offer Canines and Coffee, stress-free zones, and Pause for Pause. During our Canines and Coffee, we bring therapy dogs on campus, and coffee is provided by Student Life. For Pause for Pause was created, which allows for monthly visits to the libraries where students can pet a furry friend. And then for stress-free zones, a space is created in the library for an entire week leading up to finals week, where students come in, relax. The ambiance includes low lighting, yoga mats, stress-free tips, meditation, and so on. Studying is the only thing that's not allowed in that space. Next week, I wanted to highlight our partnership with the fitness centers. We're hosting Fresh Check Day at Northeast Campus. This program, created by Jordan Porco Foundation, is a mental health promotion and suicide prevention event. It consists of interactive booths, peer-to-peer messaging, support of multiple campus departments, free food, and giveaways. And the booths consist of information on body image and eating disorders, LGBTQ support, student veteran support, substance abuse support, self-care, coping strategies, and more. But the goal of this event is for students to know that we care about them, that it's okay to not be okay, and that mental health resources are available. And then lastly, another way students can get involved is through our Student Wellness Advisory Board. This is where students can serve in an advisory capacity, create new initiatives, and make an impact on campus regarding wellness.
So a lot going on.
Yeah,
a lot
sorry.
Of areas, right? No. I mean, it's just, I think a lot of times people sort of think about student wellness as like, oh, it's the blood drive and it's the flu shot, but it's really much more than that.
Much more than that, yes.
And you've been in your role now a couple of years, right?
In this current role, it'll be 3 years, January 1.
What were
Yes.
you doing before that?
I started part-time in the fitness center in 2010.
Okay.
And then you're the first person to be in the
Yes,
health promotion
I am.
coordinator role, right? Yeah, so really part of ramping up our services to students, and I know we're going to talk about suicide prevention in just a little bit, but just from your perspective, Randii, of being so involved with students and in so many other groups on campus and working with so many departments, we know that our students are really juggling a lot, right? They're juggling class loads and
Yes.
work and family and all sorts of personal and financial responsibilities. How do you see that, just from your perspective, affecting students' physical health and well-being?
Absolutely. Our students are managing a large amount of responsibilities. It really amazes me just how much they can juggle. However, if not balanced properly, it can have a negative effect on their health and well-being, which can lead to a negative impact on their academic performance. According to the American College Health Association survey just this past spring, the top 4 impediments to academic performance are stress, anxiety, sleep difficulties, and depression. These have been consistently the top 4 for the last few years. We do recognize that these challenges are real, and we strive to do our part and help students be successful.
Stress, anxiety.
sleep difficulties, and depression. And that is in order. I can't give you the exact percentages, but I can find them for you.
So there's more anxiety than depression.
Yes, there is.
When we hear about suicide becoming really an epidemic, especially among our young people, and we talked to Jessica about this too. But one of the critical areas of focus for wellness services is suicide prevention. And you're partnering with Student Life and a group of volunteers to organize a new event called Stomp Out Stigma. And so, because one of the biggest problems is students, or especially young people, anybody really, because if you're in that space, you don't necessarily have clarity anyway, right? And so, but to destigmatize mental health issues is just critical to reducing the number of suicides that actually, and attempts that actually occur. Tell us about this program and how TCC is helping to prevent suicide. And how do we, tell us, and then after that I have a follow-up.
Okay.
Real quick. Okay, I don't want to overburden you with too many questions at one time.
So we are so excited as well as honored to support students in this initiative. Stomp Out Stigma is a mental health awareness event for students and their loved ones. There will be free food, internal and external vendors, this film showing of The Suicide, the Ripple Effect, which is a documentary, followed by a panel discussion. This panel discussion will be led by a moderator and includes a professor, a mental health professional, suicide attempt survivor, and a suicide loss survivor. There will also be counselors on site to be able to help if needed. And before this amazing event, there will actually be 2 other opportunities for students to preview the film. These will be hosted by Student Life, and they will be held next week, which is actually Suicide Prevention Week. And there will also be an opportunity the first week of October for staff and faculty to preview the film before promoting to students if they wish to do so. It has been wonderful working with students Justin and Bethany, and we're so excited to support them and bring their vision to life. And it's October 15th.
It's on October 15th.
Yes.
That was going to be my next question. And is Stomp Out Stigma, is that a national program, or did we design it here and create it here at Tulsa Community College?
So it is new, and again, like I said, it's completely their students' vision. The name has been around.
Okay.
It's not reinventing the wheel, but
okay.
It is a new program of itself.
Yeah. Okay.
And what time and where on October 15th?
So it will begin at 5. Doors open at 5 for food and vendors, and then the film will start showing at 6:30. And I believe the panel discussion starts at 7:45. So we're really excited to start promoting this event.
And it'll be at Southeast Campus?
It will be at Southeast Campus in the chat room located in the Student Union.
And do people need to get tickets or have reservations, or do you expect that the crowd will match the room?
They actually can register through Eventbrite, and our target date is next week to start promoting. So be on the lookout for that. And of course, feel free to reach out to me, and I'll be happy to send an email with all details.
Sure.
And another thing that I would like to mention in terms of TCC preventing suicide or helping to prevent suicide is the mental health awareness campaign that we're kicking off this semester, and I'm wearing the shirt. It's called the Courage Campaign, which was helped form by SWAB, which is our Student Wellness Advisory Board, also funded by our SAMHSA grant. And the mission of the campaign is to raise awareness, reduce stigma, get our students connected to resources and information, and help students in the TCC community to feel confident to talk about mental health. So we're really excited to start the conversation.
So here's my follow-up question. How do we measure all this? How do we understand that we're having a positive impact or not on the mental health of our students and on their ability to get help when they need it so that they don't follow through with a plan?
Sure. I'm glad you asked, actually. We had a Healthy Mind survey. We're working to become a JED campus, which I'm sure you heard.
A what campus?
A JED campus.
Oh, that's right. Yes,
Which
we
I'm
talked to Jessica
sure you heard
about
Jessica.
that.
From the JED
Yeah.
Foundation?
Yes, from
Yep.
the JED Foundation, and they put out a Healthy Mind survey to our students, random selection of 4,000, and we received about 500 responses almost a year ago now, November. And so we have that as our pre-data, and then we'll have it again in 3 years from that date. And then also we had a survey that went out to faculty and staff in February or March of 2019. And
About
we'll have
their perceptions of students? Okay.
And the quality of care that's on campus and those kinds of things. So we're excited to compare the post with the
Yeah, especially the faculty and staff instrument and their perceptions, because it'll be the same people
Yes.
right, that complete that. That's pretty interesting. Okay,
Yes.
thank you.
Well, I'm Greg Stone here with Dr. Goodson, and you're listening to the Big Blue Podcast. We're at Professional Development Day on September the 3rd, and our guest currently is Randii Harrald, who's our Health Promotion Coordinator. We're obviously not a residential college, knock on wood. Lots of great things at residential schools, but also some things that tend to be avoided. But one of the things, again, Randii, that I know your area is, helps provide support is in terms of student sexual health, which again, I think sometimes we kind of don't think about because we're not a residential campus,
Right.
where those issues are probably a little more prominent and numerous. But what are some of the services that we do offer to students to help them make healthy choices and to make sure that they have the information they need to stay healthy?
So we provide a variety of sexual health programs that educate students on how to make healthy choices. Our health and wellness fairs occur annually every campus in October, and this includes various sexual health vendors that come on campus. They set up booths and they have information, resources, and giveaways. We also partner with Youth Services of Tulsa as well as Take Control Initiative for their grant-funded program called SHARP. And this is a 2-hour sex ed class that provides students information on birth control methods, STI prevention, substance abuse and consent, healthy relationship, and resources. Students not only learn invaluable information, but they're also fed lunch and they receive a $20 gift card to Quick Trip. We also offer free HIV STI screenings on campus, all campuses, provided by Guiding Right. And then Vacation toolkits named and provided by Take Control Initiative.
Say that again.
Vacation. Bay, B-A-E. Student slang. Named by Take Control Initiative.
Okay.
And these are given out at events and other college departments for programming if needed. And then finally, connecting community resources with other departments across the college, such as TRIO, accessibility resources, student life, and so on. This helps extend our reach by giving other departments information so they can give to their students if needed. And then I would also like to mention, now that we have Shatia Stevens on board, our case manager, she has been instrumental in getting our students connected, including sexual health.
And all those programs and the health and wellness fairs can be found on the student life calendar,
Yes.
on the wellness services page on the website at tulsacc.edu. Right?
And events and emails are sent out to students and
Great.
flyers and everything.
Randii, you mentioned stress, anxiety, sleep difficulties, and depression. And so you may have partially answered our next question already. And if not, we'd love to hear what your different answers might be. But what are the top 2 or 3 student health needs that college employees most need to be aware of, and where can we refer students for help?
So when I thought of this question, I did think of the top 3 that I wanted to make sure that college employees were aware of.
Right.
Physical activity, social connectedness, and mental health. So for physical activity, it's crucial for self-care and stress management. When we take care of ourselves, we're better equipped to take on our daily responsibilities. TCC has amazing fitness facilities filled with awesome staff to help educate our students on how to adopt a healthy lifestyle. Moreover, the Wellness Committee just completed indoor and outdoor walking trail maps for each campus to encourage the community to walk more between breaks and between classes. And so I think it's great when TCC employees lead by example. For social connectedness, it's important that students feel that they belong here. Tell them how they can get involved on campus. Tell them about student life and all the programs that they offer. Join a student group or perhaps work on campus. The more that the student feels they belong here, they're going to do better here at TCC and beyond. And then finally, mental health. I feel it's important that college employees are aware of the real struggles that are going on in our students' lives, not necessarily the details, just where to send them for help. And at Wellness Services, we offer counseling, case management, a student's assistance program, crisis text line, and more. But we'll make sure that we get the students connected, whether it's here on campus or out in the community.
Randii, in just the last minute or so we have left, we'll ask you the question that we ask everybody, which is if you could go back in time and give your 18-year-old self some advice, what would that be?
So when I was in high school, I wrote poems to deal with my emotions. So I only thought it was appropriate that I would write a poem to my 18-year-old self. So I'm going to read that to you now.
nice.
Oh, wow. She's an artist as well.
So life isn't always rainbows and butterflies, but it's filled with those kind of moments. You will make many choices in your life. Say sorry if needed and own them. Life is always going to happen. You will travel down many paths. There will be barricades and distractions. Some will be good and some bad. You might even feel lost and wonder where and who you are. Stay true to yourself, do the right thing, and always follow your heart. When you least expect it, doors will open and close, With endings comes new beginnings, and sometimes you need to let go. Learning life lessons isn't easy, but you'll be stronger for it. I know it won't feel great at times, but I promise it'll be worth it. So it isn't always rainbows and butterflies. Stay passionate and follow your dreams. You will make a difference in this life. One day you will know what I mean.
That's great advice.
Thank you.
That's really
That
sweet.
is-
That's great.
That is really great.
Thank you.
That's in the top 5.
That's the only poem that anyone's ever
That
read.
is
in.
the
Are you
only
serious?
poem.
Oh my God.
That is the
That's
only
great.
poem.
Thank you.
Way to
and
go,
you're
Randy.
exactly right. I mean, you'll know later, right?
Yeah,
That's the whole point
yeah.
of asking this question. You'll get it later. Only if only we could know more of that early on.
Right.
So, Randy, you're part of the President's Leadership Institute, and I want you to hang on to that. 'Cause
Okay.
I'm going to ask you to read it to the class
Thank
someday,
you.
and don't let me forget.
Okay.
Don't go, oh, good, she just forgot. Yeah.
Okay.
You have to both remind me and then not get irritated that you have to do it. So,
Okay.
yeah, that was beautiful.
Thank you.
So, that's wonderful. Well, you've been listening to the Big Blue Podcast. We want to thank our guest, Randii Harrald, for being here today and spending some time with us. And we want to thank you for listening. Remember, you can catch the Big Blue Podcast each week in the week at TCC and on the Creativity channel at YouTube. We'll see you next time. Thanks, Greg.
Thank you. Thanks, Randy.
Thank you.